Alright. You are about to witness one of my most prized possessions. The wall. Just gotta close this. This is my Nerf wall in my closet. Yeah. As you may notice, some guns are, not on the wall, like the Kunlun. It's not on the wall because I've changed it since, season ended. I wanted to mess around a little, so it's a little different now. The optic on the DMR is, on the Kunlun, so it's not there. Some guns are just too big. Others are being used as parts and taken apart. And yeah. So yeah. You can see like some of my builds, like this piston pump, which was featured in the last episode of the KCNC wars. So has the barrel I made, designed all that. Lidl's adjustable foregrip, my version 4 flared magwell, and kind of forgot who did this, but yeah, this is more my tactical build. Oh yeah, can't forget the upgraded Prime Aeon. This thing's been featured a lot in my videos because this is one of my most reliable guns. Short barrel. I want to say this is either the Striker or the Nexus Pro X barrel with the piston pump, B-car with a little 3D printed suppressor. Has full action kit right here. Yeah. And yeah. Sorry. I kind of bought like a new little GoPro mount the other day, so it's not on the GoPro hat anymore. It's now actually on my head. I'm testing it out. I don't exactly know like where the lens is pointing, so if the views look weird, that's why. So where are we? Yes. I don't think this has ever been shown, but this is the Pac-Man edition long shot with a little like flattened barrel that I made. Has the Picatinny rails, 3D printed plunger tube, and if you look inside, let me take the mag out. There we go. It's a little hard to prime sometimes, but it has the saber. Yeah. Oh, sorry about that for you headphone users, but yeah, it has the 200 spring. Now this long shot, this is a pretty special one because not only is this side, the first ever long shot I had, and it also has a 3D printed plunger tube, but this side came from my girlfriend's younger brother who misused his long shot. So I got it, and now it's a half red, half blue long shot. And honestly, it's really cool to look at. It's probably one of my more favorite long shots that I own. Lynx, you all know it. You've seen it once. It's had problems. Yeah, the unicorn. Now, This thing has, yeah, this thing's had some problems with me. And it's, you know, tearing itself apart. From, you know, this Picatinny rail being ripped off. Fuck, I can't speak. From the bottom rail being ripped off in one of my other series to, you know, the whole like spring assembly back here being torn off. But I did custom make this rail, and right now I noticed this on Halloween because that's not supposed to happen. Okay, that needs to be fixed. Great. The unicorn owners, if you're thinking about getting a tactical, don't buy a tactical unless you are prepared to deal with the terrible quality control, because that's what's been tearing this thing apart is the quality. Because I mean, you all just saw this, right? This piece is what holds this whole front end together, and it's gone. So if you really want tactical, be prepared. Anyway, you all know the anime. You've seen it. Since then, Moxer Pro has been added. I think you've all seen the Brute Pro before. Maybe in like a YouTube short. I don't remember. The Joker. You've seen that. Season 1. This, the Fury, is my silly shell demon. You know, grab silly shell, put it in. But I don't remember who made this specific silly shell connector, but it does allow you to use it normally. And this has a long shot subring in it right now because, you know, they're both the same. So yeah, pilot with the dragon handguard with the, you know, half dart. Probably one of my favorite like handguards because it just lines up really well. Yeah, you can find that on my printables and my Thingiverse. Mark II. You can find this on my printables with the Smile suppressor barrel. Pretty good. Yeah. Now, this, my Outlaw. This has been featured in one of my videos from season 2. This barrel is like a remix of someone else's, I'm pretty sure, but I just made it longer, make it more of like a Wild West revolver almost. But yeah, piston pump again, but this time with my DMR mod. Most of you guys really love this DMR mod, and I mean, I can't blame you. It's definitely really cool, and I love it a lot. But yeah, and the Striker 2.0. But this is my like tactical version. Now, this barrel was something I made. It has been I can't speak again. It hasn't been released yet, and I don't know if I will release it. But if I get enough support from this video, and I get enough comments saying release it, I'll do it. But yeah, this is my more tactical version. I think it's hitting 200, but I may have decreased it to 150. Don't fully remember, so yeah. Now, Kunlun, you've all seen it before. It is my favorite gun. Did I ever talk about the Venom? I I don't think so. But yeah, Venom. This, you've only seen in shorts. This is my X-Shot Fury Pro X. No, wait. Not X. X-Shot Pro Fury. But yeah. This is my bass guitar kit. And, well, like January of 2025, I brought out a video. Or like, I basically did a whole video series. YouTube short series. And, well, if this was featured on Nerf News Phone Collective, or whatever their name is, I would release it. It never did. So, no files. This, now, it has changed, you know, back to the blue and red, because the other red side is right here. This is more of a parts thing, but it is a, you know, a regular guitar, go along with the bass. Now, I do have a picture of them both together, and I will put the picture on the video, but yeah. This was an idea that came up when I was listening to I can't speak, God. When I was listening to music, I was holding this, and I, you know, held it like a guitar, you know, and I was playing down here like a barrel, or, oh my God. I was playing, you know, this part like it was a guitar. So I decided, why not create an actual guitar barrel? So yeah, that's how that came to be. Now I'm sorry if I keep messing up, but I'm trying to do this in one take. So, yeah. Maxim, y'all know it, y'all love it. I want to love this. Don't get me wrong, I want to love it. But every time I use it, and same for the Venom, both of these have the same problem. But if I rev it for too long, it will just shut off. And it happens to me in every single game, which is why I don't use flywheels. Ever. In my games. Because it seems like all of mine just want to shut off. So I don't use them. I want to love it. And same with the Venom. I want to love them. But, yeah. The whole overheating feature is not cutting it. This. Yeah, this was my first, like, rewire mod and flywheel mod. This is running on a 2S. I don't remember what motors are in it and what flywheels, but yeah, that's what it's running. This. Some of you OGs will probably, like, remember the short I did. Here, hold on. Let me move that. Of when I first, you know, released this kit. This is a inline mod for the Mirage. And well, you basically have your, like, main barrel, a little barrel cover, and yeah, you just pull it open, shove 3 darts going that way, 1 going back, close it, and yeah, fire. And, you know, reload, you would fling it forward. But yeah, that's the Mirage inline kit. Oh yeah, and then, you know, a little barrel that went with it. But I took it off because I realized it was a little angled and it wasn't aligned properly, so I just don't use it. This was only featured once, and that was in episode 3, I think, of season 1, episode 3 of the KCNC War. It was in the zombies gameplay, and it's a custom crossbow I did. And well, you know, you pull back the bell ring on these copper pipes, make sure it's aligned and all that, put your dart in, and yeah, it works every once in a while. This baby. You may be wondering, why do you have a bag of shells? I'll show you. is because of this cylinder. This isn't the same cylinder. This is a cylinder that takes a custom type of shell that I did. So yeah. And it does work. These are pilot shells that have been cut down in Tinkercad. That's how they're able to fit. And I have a little line right here that I drew with Sharpie. That, you know, you would look down the barrel, trying to line it as best you can, which, you know, it's aligned, loaded, and yeah. It is a funky little mod that, I mean, if you all want the files, just like for the 2.0, if I get enough comments and all that from this video, I will release it. I'm going to save the bow for... Actually, no, I'm going to save that for last. I'll go over the bow next, because I don't think I ever did it. You all have seen the short by now. You know, the final video 2025. You know, this probably won't get me to 300 subscribers. This probably won't get me up to 300 subscribers, but that's not the point. But it did. So, thank you to everyone. But yeah. This is honestly my favorite bow out of all the bows. And, well, you know, as you can see, it has Ghost Manta's, you know, cam kit, which honestly makes this thing a powerhouse. Sorta. And yes, I have a ramrod. But this is what really makes it a powerhouse, because all you need to do is just undo the collet, and yeah, you have your own little collet with whatever barrel you choose. And, you know, it's actually pretty simple, honestly. You grab a dart, put it in there, shove your ramrod down, and yeah. And for all of you who are wondering what kind of barrel is it, you're gonna hate me, but the barrel is a cut down piston pump barrel. I tried cutting it in half because I didn't want to buy more barrels, and I think it just messed it up, honestly, so I'll have to buy more barrels. But yeah. Oh yeah. Adventure Force Osprey bow, I think. Yeah. One of my favorites, and you will see that in episode 1 of you know, KCNC, which I'll give you all a hint, should be coming in February, I think, is when we're gonna, you know, do our first game. So you may be seeing that next month. But now, I've already talked about Boxer and, you know, joke and all that. Now, this is a prized one for me, because this is where it all began. My first ever... Oh wait, no, hold on. Hold on. I apologize. I forgot about this. I forgot this was in here. I apologize. You can wait. Rival Artemis, I think. But this has a half-length dart mod that is pretty weird. They're basically these little cylinders I designed and 3D printed, and I used copper tubing. If you recognize it, that's all I had at the time. It works pretty well, actually, as a shotgun. You would just, you know, load your darts in, prime it, fire. Now, sorry, no more waiting. This is where it all began. My first ever cosmetic mod. It was featured in season 1, episode 1 of KCNC Nerf events. That one gun right there is what led to all of this. Trust me, there's more than this. But this closet room is of Nerf guns I don't want people touching, Because, you know, my younger brother will bring over friends, and the first thing they do when they see the Nerf wall out in our game room, they grab the guns. Non-Nerfers don't know how to use these things properly, and they break them. So these are all guns I don't want people touching. But this is where it all began. Yeah. This is where it all began. And I think I have... No, I don't have any full-length mags in here. But yeah. This is where it all began. And you can see the amount of times this Picatinny rail is broken. I've had to re-super glue it. But yeah. A Chris Vector kit. And side rails. You can see the glue right there that I had to do. Yeah. And I modified in Tinkercad this barrel piece so it could fit a suppressor. But yeah. This piece has been reprinted a few times. And if you've noticed, it's the same one that I use on... Oh wait, no, it's actually not the same one. Yeah, no, it's not. I apologize. I don't have a good memory today. But yeah. This is where it all began. And honestly, I'm gonna be real with you all. I never thought this channel would get to where it is now. With 300 subscribers. That is crazy. Like, yeah. 300 is insane, and I am incredibly grateful for all of you who have been consistently supporting me and all that, watching the videos. I'm incredibly grateful for it. And I don't know how else to thank you guys, honestly. Now I feel like I should can't speak. Now I feel like I should release this when I hit 1,000, because this is getting emotional pretty quickly. Or probably not getting emotional for you guys, but it is for me. So yeah. Oh, let me get off my floor. Yeah, this is, you know, my closet Nerf wall. If you were to ask me what my favorite gun in this room is, obviously it would be, you know, the Kunlun. I mean, come on, look at this thing. You can't tell me this isn't cool, man, with, like, you know, the bolt and all of that, you know, looking down that optic or the scope. I mean, you can't tell me this wouldn't be your favorite gun in the whole room. Like, if y'all had this and you were using it, you would agree with me. That would be your favorite. And then piston pump comes in second. Just because. This thing was amazing when I first got one. But yeah. Yeah, this is my room. My closet wall. That's my wall. And, you know, yet again, a big thanks to everyone who's been following along and all that. And, yeah. I'll see y'all in a month or so for KCNC Season 3, Episode 1. Yep. Peace.